Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this simple logo reveal animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin but with the help of simple shape techniques inside of After Effects. And if you want to learn more about motion graphics and other stuff in advance, then don't forget to check out my Udemy courses. All links are available in the description, and you can join my Motion Pro membership as well, which is just for 59 rupees. You'll get access to new videos, motion graphic tutorials, etc. etc, and it will be a support for this channel as well. And if you're new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any much more time, let's get started. Okay, so here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition and we are going to call it as main animation. Width I'm going to choose 1920 and height I'm going to choose 1080. Frame rate is 30 and duration we are not going to choose much more long, so I'm going to choose somewhere around 1 minute, and background color is white color and simply hit OK. Okay, let's disable this icon, then go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on titles of action. And then I have this Canon logo, but if you want you can choose any camera logo you want. Okay, but make sure that logo should be in alphabetical format. Okay, and now we will try to create some kind of a camera icon. So I'm going to select this rounded rectangle, and for the color obviously we need to pick up this color, so hit OK and hit OK, and by holding shift let's create one rounded rectangle. Okay, by holding shift let's create a proper, or you can do not hold shift and try to create something like that. Then select these and press Ctrl Alt Home to bring this anchor point at the center, and let's hide this Canon PNG. Select this, go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it to vertically. Then I'm going to select my ellipse tool, and by holding shift I'll create one ellipse, and I'll select these, and with the help of anchor point mover, or you can choose pen behind tool, and by holding control, or sorry, select these and by holding control try to bring this anchor point at the bottom. Then select these, go to the add menu and go and choose trim path. Go to the trim path and let's make this value 50. Okay, like that. Then go to the offset value and let's make this 90-degree. Okay, and hit U to minimize it. Select these, go to the align tab and choose align horizontally. Then press P and try to bring this over here like that. Okay, so we are gonna get something like this. Now let's select these, zoom in a little bit, and now let's go and try to bring this anchor point somewhere over here. Okay, like that. Then let's go to the fit. Now let's hide this. Now let's select these, press E for a position to create one keyframe. Then go to the start and let's bring this over here, create one keyframe over here, go somewhere around 20 frames. Let's bring this properly at 540, and let's try to bring this a little bit upward like that. Then go few frame forward. Let's try to bring this somewhere around over here, and then go few frame forward and let's make this properly over here, or let's make this 540. Select those keyframe and hit F9. Go to the graph, right click and make sure that you are in edit speed graph. Select these, by holding shift move this handle over here and move this handle over here. Select these, move this handle over here like that. Okay, so we'll get something like that. Then select these, move this handle at this point. Select these, move this handle at this point and move this handle at this point. So if you check it out this, we will get something like that. Okay, now let's select these last two keyframes, move them a little bit forward like that. Also move this a little bit over here. So if we check it out this, we will get something like that. Now press R for rotation to create one keyframe, hit U. Let's go somewhere around over here at this point, and let's make this 2. So if we check it out this, we are gonna get something like that. So somewhere around at this point, I'm going to move this keyframe over here and let's hit F9. So if we check it out this, we will get something like that. Okay. Select these rotation keyframes, go to the graph, select these, and by holding shift move this handle at this point and move this handle at this point. So if we check it out this, we will get something like that. But this rotation is too much, so I'm going to make this one complete rotation. So we'll get something like this. Okay. Now somewhere when this is coming here, I want this portion should go and pop up. So with the help of open square bracket, I'll move this over here. Press P4 position to create one keyframe. Go somewhere around over here and create another keyframe. Then go somewhere around at this point and let's bring this upward. Okay. Then select these and hit F9. Go to the graph, select these, and by holding shift move this handle at this point and move this handle at this point. Select these and move this handle at this point. Select these and move this handle at this point. So we'll get something like that. Then press R for rotation to create one keyframe. Hit U, go over here and let's make this one complete rotation. Select those keyframe and hit F9. Go to the graph, select this graph. By holding shift, move this handle at this point and move this handle at this point. Okay, so if you check it out this, first we are getting this and then we are getting this. Now I want this animation should start somewhere around over here. Okay, let's try to bring this over here and let's see. First we are getting this and then we are getting this. Now this animation should start somewhere around over here. So let's select these and by holding Alt, let's try to bring this up to this. Okay, so this animation will be a little bit faster like that, and it should start somewhere around at this point. So hold Alt, open square bracket to trim up to this. Okay, like that. Okay, let's select these and try to bring this a little bit forward like this. Okay, and so let's select this keyframe and try to bring this over here like that. Okay, and somewhere around at this point I want this one should start to animate again, so there should be someone who should control the movement of this. So for that I'm going to right click new and create one null object. I'll press Ctrl Alt Home to bring this anchor point at the center. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Press S and let's increase the scale of this. Then select both of these and make it apparent with this null. Then select this null, press P for position to create one keyframe, then press R for rotation to create another keyframe and hit U. Okay, so when this thing is going to come up over here, I want this one should move from here to here. Then press R for rotation and let's rotate it like this. Okay, select those keyframe and hit F9. Go somewhere around over here, select these. Let's move this over here and let's rotate it like that. Then go somewhere around over here again, over here. Let's so we'll rotate it at 0 or rotate it at 90 degree like that. Okay, select those keyframe and hit F9. Okay, go to the graph, select these. By holding shift move this handle at this point and move this handle at this point. Okay, we are getting this kind of an animation. Now somewhere around at 6 seconds I want it should be going over here like that, then go somewhere around over here. It should be gone out of this composition. Okay, so select these last, go to the graph editor, select these, try to adjust it like that, select these. Okay, like this and move this like that. Okay, then select these, all of these, and by holding Alt try to adjust the duration. So if we check it out this, we are getting something like that, something like that. Now somewhere around at this point when it's going from here to here, there should be some kind of a curvy animation should be there. So right click new and create one another null object. Select this null and make it apparent with this null. Select this null, press P, create one keyframe. Go over here to create another keyframe. Go to the downwards and let's bring this downwards like that. Select those keyframe and hit F9. Go to the graph. Select these. By holding shift, move this handle at this point and move this handle at this point. Let's try to adjust it over here like this. Okay. Then select these and try to adjust it over here a little bit. Okay, like that. Okay, you can select these and try to bring this a little bit over here as well, or try to adjust it over here. And you can select these, and by holding Alt try to increase the duration of it. Okay, like that. So we will get that little bit amount of effect over there, like that. Now over here, somewhere around at this point, there should be some kind of a flash that should come out of this. So for that, I'm going to select my pen tool. Then somewhere around from here to here to here to here, then zoom in, and over here, I'll create one shape. Let's choose black color for now. Select these. Let's try to adjust this over here. Then select these, and let's try to adjust this over here. Select these, this shape layer, bring this downwards and make it apparent with this shape there, which is this one. Okay, and let's make this fit. So if we check it out this, we are gonna get something like that. Okay, now let's select the shape layer and let's go to the fill options, and with the help of this picker, I'm going to pick up this color only. Okay, but it doesn't look quite natural. So let's do one thing. We will try to add gradient to it. So let's select these, go to the fill options, and we will choose this linear gradient and hit OK. Select this selection tool and try to adjust this handle at this point and this handle somewhere around at this point. Then go to the fill options, and over here, what I did over here for this, we will pick up this color only, and at this point we'll pick up this color only. But over here in the over at this point, uh, the color should be again this only. Let's But opacity should be 0, and hit OK. So we will get something like that. And let's select these and press T for opacity, and you can adjust the opacity of this one like that. Okay, so if we check it out, this thing should start somewhere around at this point. So let's move this over here like that. Okay, like this. Okay, and somewhere around at this point, I want this thing should be gone. So press Ctrl Shift D to split this and delete this. Okay, so first we are getting this, and this. Now at this point, I'm going to press Ctrl Y, and for the color, we will pick up this color only and hit OK. And let's move this over here like that, and then go somewhere around. Let's bring this over here somewhere around at this point, and we will select this null object. But we have to make sure that this null object, the end position, in such a way that this area should properly touch this edge of this comb. So let's try to bring this over here properly at the edge. Okay, and let's make this fit. Then select these and try to bring this over here and make it apparent with this null object. Okay, so if we check it out this, we will get this proper closing animation. Okay, like that. Now over here, what we can do is that we need to create some sort of animation for our text. So let's try to do that. For that, I'm going to hit Control N, and I'm going to call it as logo and hit OK. And then I'm going to bring this Canon logo over here. Press S, increase the scale, then hit Control D to duplicate it, create another one. Hit Control D to duplicate it, create another one. Select these and press Control Y to create one white color solid background and bring this downwards. Go to the main animation, and let's try to bring our logo comp over here. Okay, and this is our mask. So I'm going to hit Control D, hit enter, and let's call it as mask. Okay, and let's bring this downwards. Press T for opacity and increase the opacity. Select this logo and make it apparent with this mask. Okay, then you can bring these two layers at the top over here like that. So if you check it out this, we will get something like that. And if you want, you can select this mask and you can adjust the opacity as well according to your needs. Okay, like that. So if we check it out this, we are gonna get something like that. Okay, like this. Okay, now at this point when this thing is gonna come up, I'm going to bring my Canon logo and bring this over here, then go somewhere around at this point and move this over here. Go and let's select these and choose track matte to this red solid, and don't forget to enable this red solid. Then select the Canon logo, go to the effect and presets panel, search for fill effect and double click to apply, and we are going to choose white color over here. Okay, like that. Go to the start, press S, increase the scale, create one keyframe, go somewhere around over here, and let's make this value a little bit smaller, like that. Select those keyframe and hit F9. Go to the graph, select this graph by holding shift, move this handle at this point and move this handle at this point. So we will get something like that. You can try to move this over here like that. Okay, like this. Okay, like this. You can go and try to make sure that it's properly going over here. Okay, like this. Okay, if this thing is not suitable, then what you can do is let's delete this. At this point, press E for position to create one keyframe, go few frame forward, create another keyframe, and at the start, let's bring this out of this composition. Select this, hit F9, go to the graph, select these, and by holding shift, move this handle at this point and move this handle at this point, and let's bring this somewhere around at this point. Okay, like that. And also, let's see how does it looks. Like this, it looks a little bit faster. So let's bring this over here. Okay, or you can select these, you can go to the graph, select these and try to adjust it like that. Okay, then press F4, select all of them and enable the motion blur. Okay, then press Ctrl Y to create one solid background and bring this downwards, and let's delete this extra PNG layer. Okay, so first we are getting this and then we will get this. Okay, like that. Select these, hit U, and initially scale, I'm going to increase it like that. Press P, try to adjust it over here. Then press S somewhere around at this point. Create one keyframe, go few frame forward, and let's make this value small. Select those keyframe, hit F9, go to the graph, select this graph, and try to adjust it somewhere around like this. Okay, like that, and hit N over there. So if we check it out this, first we are getting this and this, and then we will get this. So this is how you can create this kind of a logo reveal animation.